has, in our judgment, a good bit of work.
Based on your discussions with council and other borough administrative personnel, do you have any recommendations, or does council have any recommendations for how to address the budget?
You want to take that? Well, I think council, the first decision, or the key decision rather for council to make is what level of services to provide. Once that decision is made, the decision then becomes to fund that level of services. And to fund the level of services so that the fiscal operation of the borough is a balanced budget going forward. I think, and that's the key that you want to look at. The questions that would arise with respect to carryover of past accounts payable and so on. There's a line item in the budget to fund the carryover of past accounts payable. That's included in the revenue deficit that exists in the proposed budget. So there are a variety of things that council can do, and they're going to have to weigh all of the various factors that are before them and make those decisions as they go forward. We can offer some suggestions, but as the EIP consultant, we simply are here to offer suggestions. We can't make those decisions.
Well, probably one of the best ways to tackle this, to categorize the services that the borough offers. I'm sure in your discussions with council, you may have kind of broken them out. So can you summarize what services are in play?
Well, I think at this point, part of the effort that we're going to undertake as doing the early intervention program consulting is we will look at all of the areas that the borough provides services for. Public safety would be police, and just to some extent fire, public works, and the basic operations of the borough. But if there are, based on our preliminary observations, there simply aren't that many areas to make significant reductions unless you eliminate a whole service. You already contract out refuge. The choice is you eliminate public safety, you eliminate police, you eliminate public works. Even if you contract those out, you still have to pay for those, plus you have contracts, employee bargaining contracts in place. It's not going to be that easy to do that. So, like most municipalities, and we've discussed this previously in some of our meetings, like most municipalities, the borough is in a situation where it has a level of services that it provides to the public. It's made that decision over a period of years, and it continues to provide those services. The question then becomes, generate the revenue to pay for that. And pay for the service so that the services provided at a professional level satisfactory to the citizens and the visitors and the residents of the borough. So that becomes the issue. When we look at the areas of service that the borough provides, we're going to look at them from the standpoint of a management review of those services. And the opportunities for significant savings in most of those areas, I would suspect, are there. There will be some, but not to the extent that you're going to find a $400,000 savings magically jump up. I don't believe that's possible. Without, as I said earlier, eliminating entirely the service. And I don't think that, at this point, unless the borough council decides to do that, is an alternative that's being considered. So, again, and I hate to keep belaboring the point, but you come back to the revenue side and make a decision to pay for the service.
Do you see any scenario short of eliminating services where taxes will not have to be raised?
No. There just isn't anything available to a municipality in Pennsylvania. I mean, I think that is part of the issue. You don't have the ability to change the revenue sources that you have. They're stipulated and required by the borough code. the taxes available under Act 511, like the earned income tax, the real estate transfer tax, et cetera, those rates are set by the Tax Act itself, and you can't, as a borough, raise those above those limits. The only real avenue that you have left in terms of raising a significant amount of revenue is the real estate tax. And as we said earlier, one of the unintended consequences, if you will, of reassessment that took place in 2009 is your tax millage went from 28 mills down to 1, and now a little bit more than 1. So from that perspective, you have all the room in the world. You're not running up against any of the limits. So, outside of that, there really isn't much we can offer as a suggestion that anybody else can offer as a suggestion. You can look around to your colleagues, your fellow boroughs around the county, around the Commonwealth, and they're in the very same position. The system in some degrees is stacked against a municipality when it comes to revenue flexibility. You have the ability to provide the service, but the flexibility to raise the revenue really devolves to you on just a couple of resource bases, and that's about all you have left. I wish I could say that there were grants available, there were one-time revenues, but there really aren't.
So all those sources of revenue that municipalities relied on previously are kind of dried up now.
Dried up, or you're at the max that you can utilize. You can't go higher than 0.5% on the earned income tax. You're not home rule, so you don't have that ability. Some municipalities that have gone to the home rule option use a higher EIT as a balance against the real estate tax, and you can balance the revenue resources a little bit, but that's only available